Think sharing a little of your dinner with your cat is harmless? Think again. Some everyday foods sitting in your kitchen right now can make your cat seriously ill, and in some cases, they can even be fatal. Today, we're counting down 10 foods you should never feed your cat, including a few that many loving cat owners don't realize are dangerous. Before we get started, if you love learning how to keep your cat happy and healthy, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and join our growing community here at Paws, Purrs, and Claws. Let's get started. Number 10. Dog food. Let's start with one that might surprise you. If your cat sneaks a few bites from the dog's bowl, don't panic. A small amount every now and then usually isn't an emergency. The problem comes when dog food is fed regularly. Cats are what's known as obligate carnivores, meaning their bodies require nutrients that dogs simply don't need in the same amounts. Nutrients like taurine, vitamin A, and arachidonic acid are essential for healthy vision, heart function, and overall well-being. Over weeks or months, feeding dog food instead of a complete cat food can lead to weight loss, a dull coat, muscle weakness, vision problems, heart disease, and poor growth in kittens. So while an occasional stolen mouthful probably won't hurt, dog food should never replace a proper feline diet. Number 9. Fat trimmings and greasy leftovers. It can be tempting to reward your cat with bacon, sausages, or the fatty bits left over from dinner. After all, cats love meat. Unfortunately, too much fat can trigger a painful condition called pancreatitis, which is inflammation of the pancreas. The pancreas helps digest food, and when it becomes inflamed, your cat can become very sick. Signs include vomiting, refusing food, lethargy, dehydration, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. Many cats will sit in a hunched position because their stomach hurts. Some cases require several days in hospital, so it's much safer to stick to cat treats instead of table scraps. Number 8. Cooked bones. Many people grew up believing cooked chicken bones make the perfect treat. Unfortunately, that's one of the biggest myths. Cooking makes bones brittle, causing them to splinter into razor-sharp pieces. Those fragments can become stuck in your cat's throat, break teeth, puncture the stomach or intestines, or cause dangerous blockages. Watch for choking, excessive drooling, vomiting, difficulty swallowing, constipation, or blood in the stool. Internal injuries may not be obvious at first, so if you think your cat has swallowed a cooked bone, it's safest to contact your veterinarian. Number 7. Raw bread dough. Raw bread dough may seem harmless, but it's actually dangerous for two different reasons. First, once inside your cat's warm stomach, the yeast continues to rise, causing the dough to expand. That stretching can become incredibly painful and even make breathing difficult. Secondly, as the yeast ferments, it produces alcohol, which we'll talk about a little later. A cat that has eaten raw dough may develop a swollen abdomen, repeated attempts to vomit, restlessness, weakness, difficulty breathing, or collapse. This is always considered a veterinary emergency. Number 6. Xylitol. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener commonly found in sugar-free chewing gum, toothpaste, baked goods, and some brands of peanut butter. Unlike dogs, there are very few confirmed cases of xylitol poisoning in cats, and scientists are still learning exactly how it affects them. However, because many xylitol-containing products also contain other harmful ingredients, and because we can't predict how an individual cat will respond, it's safest to keep all of these products completely out of reach. If your cat eats something containing xylitol, contact your veterinarian for advice. Symptoms may include vomiting, weakness, wobbliness, tremors, lethargy, or seizures. Number 5. Caffeine. Your morning coffee might wake you up, but it can have the opposite effect on your cat's health. Coffee, tea, cola, energy drinks, caffeine tablets, and even used coffee grounds all contain caffeine. Cats are much more sensitive to caffeine than humans. Even a small amount can overstimulate the heart and nervous system. Symptoms often begin within a few hours and include restlessness, pacing, rapid breathing, muscle tremors, and an unusually fast heartbeat. Without treatment, caffeine poisoning can progress to seizures, abnormal heart rhythms, and collapse. Number 4. Alcohol. Believe it or not, cats don't have to drink a glass of wine to suffer alcohol poisoning. Even tiny amounts found in desserts, uncooked bread dough, liqueur chocolates, or spilled alcoholic drinks can be extremely dangerous. Because cats are so small, it doesn't take much alcohol to affect their brain, liver, and breathing. Symptoms include confusion, stumbling, vomiting, extreme drowsiness, slow breathing, low body temperature, seizures, and, in severe cases, coma. Alcohol poisoning is always an emergency. Number 3. Grapes and raisins. This next one surprises many people because grapes seem like such a healthy snack, but for cats, they can be incredibly dangerous. Scientists still don't know exactly why grapes and raisins are toxic, but they can cause sudden kidney failure, even after eating just 1 or 2. Your cat may start vomiting, lose their appetite, and become unusually quiet or tired. As the kidneys begin to fail, they may drink more water than normal before eventually producing very little urine, or none at all. The frightening part is that by the time these symptoms appear, kidney damage may already be underway. Number 2. Chocolate. Most people know chocolate is dangerous for dogs, but many don't realize it's also highly toxic to cats. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, 2 stimulants that cats can't break down effectively. These chemicals overstimulate the brain, nervous system, and heart. Early signs include vomiting, diarrhea, and restlessness. As toxicity worsens, muscle twitching, tremors, a racing heartbeat, high body temperature, and seizures may develop. Dark chocolate and baking chocolate are especially dangerous because they contain much higher concentrations of theobromine. Even a surprisingly small amount can become life-threatening. Number 1. Onions, garlic, leeks, and chives. Taking the number 1 spot are onions, garlic, leeks, and chives. They're incredibly common ingredients found in soups, sauces, gravies, seasoning mixes, takeaway food, and countless home-cooked meals. Whether they're raw, cooked, dried, or powdered, they're all toxic to cats. These vegetables contain compounds called thiosulfates, which destroy red blood cells and can cause severe hemolytic anemia. What makes them especially dangerous is that symptoms often don't appear for several days. By the time your cat seems unwell, significant damage may already have occurred. Watch for weakness, pale gums, rapid breathing, loss of appetite, vomiting, diarrhea, dark-colored urine, increased heart rate, and collapse. Because onion and garlic poisoning develops gradually, many owners don't realize what caused the problem until it's too late. If you know, or even suspect, your cat has eaten onions, garlic, or foods containing them, contact your veterinarian immediately. Early treatment can be life-saving. When it comes to your cat, the safest rule is actually quite simple. If a food wasn't made specifically for cats, don't assume it's safe just because we eat it. Many human foods contain ingredients that can seriously harm our feline friends, and sometimes it only takes a very small amount. If you ever think your cat has eaten one of the foods we've covered today, don't wait for symptoms to appear. Contact your veterinarian straight away. Acting early can make all the difference. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which food on today's list surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with another cat lover. You might just help save a cat's life.